We're in Manhattan and we're gonna look at some cars. Now, I haven't done vlogging like this in almost 9 years, so I'm gonna be a little bit shy around people once we get inside. I'll just let you look at the cars. I won't be doing much talking. Some sort of a container advertisement. There is nothing over there. There used to be a lot of cars in that section. People are looking at this new QX65 by Infiniti. Let's go take a look at Ford. Looks like an F-150. Pretty cool wheels there, the tires and the rims. You know, aggressive.
Right?
Jesus. Pretty cool headlights. Mach E, I believe. Not really interested in that car. This one's got a pretty nice color though. And that over there looks pretty damn cool.
Good afternoon, New York City. Welcome to the Ford display.
Looks
My
like
name
it's
is
been
Rebecca. You
used.
can hear me, but can't quite see me for the giant
What is this?
Towards the back Ford display, I'm hanging out with the latest ponies in the stable. Did you know that we are celebrating 62 years of fun
Used
race
and
fest?
abused. It is, I guess, is a really nice way of showing the durability of this thing. I'm assuming that is the reason. But pretty cool. Pretty cool. I would definitely drive this. I would definitely want to own something like this.
Transmission. This is a racing transmission. Now together,
Got some apparel here.
a lot of power. We don't have all of the final performance specs on it yet.
Definitely not a huge fan of
The
Ford.
order guides are going to come out soon.
So
And first deliveries of the Dark Horse
I'm not
SC
interested.
coming out this summer. So if you're interested, definitely start a conversation with
And
your
keep
local
moving.
dealership. They're going to be built right alongside the rest of our Mustang family at Black Rock Assembly in Michigan.
Ranger
Now, the real story
XLT.
on this is all about the reason
Without looking, I would not have known what this is, to be honest.
But this Dark Horse SC was actually tested.
Then we have here
over here. This is our
more
Mustang
trucks.
GTD. This is the limited production Super GTD.
F-250. Look at how expensive cars are getting.
This time we know the performance specs on the GTD. It has 815 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque.
Whatever she's talking about, let's go see it.
GTD was
Is this it? GTD, she said.
So the exterior is a masterpiece of aerodynamics built out of all carbon fiber.
Kind of like those carbon fiber rims and pretty big brake discs there. This is the Mustang GTD. I've seen this car here a couple of years ago. That was the last time I was here. This wing, I gotta say, is pretty badass. This car is known for its Nürburgring time. You should definitely go ahead and watch that video. Pretty badass in person, very aggressive, very radical. The gigantic brake rotors in the front. Some aero over here, lots of downforce. It's 815 horsepower. It's got quite the presence. Like the color scheme for sure. Interior, bucket seats. It's got some features in there. But this thing is not luxurious at all. It's not intended to be. There's no back seats, but you can view the suspension. So when you're driving this thing, you can actually see the suspension work and movements, which is pretty damn good. One detail I never knew about this car is this right here. So you can see the wheel through it. It's either for, you know, air channeling, I'm not sure. Carbon fiber here in the front. 815 horsepower. Not sure about the curb weight. I'm not sure about the Nürburgring time. I don't know the Nürburgring time, but this thing definitely goes. That's for sure. It definitely goes around too. On. Color of the brake calipers on this one is pretty catchy. I guess it matches this right here, the SC logo. I don't really know much about the latest Mustangs here, but this is the Dark Horse SC. I don't know how much power it has. Maybe we can find out. But let's just take a look real quick. Some other details. Carbon fiber wing. I want to see it. Maybe it's adjustable. Yeah, it looks like it is.
Even though I know it's...
So I was just told over 700 horsepower on this thing, but there isn't any other performance info available on it as of yet. Seats are very comfortable, but they do suck you in. You sink into it quite a bit. Pretty cool stuff here. Everything is all screens now, but this looks pretty good the way it's curved.
Yeah, this one is nice.
Ma'am, are you going to drive carefully?
Say yes.
So there's a lot of Fords here. We kind of want to get moving after this, but This is what you see over here. Lots of them. Lots of models. This looks like the Bronco. Well, yes, it is. I just saw the front. Lots of models on display here. So Chevy. Yeah, we're just gonna skip through these, show you some of the cool cars. There we go. I believe it's the Z06, the C806. Yes, it is. And you can actually sit in it. So that's what we're gonna do. First, some details here. Carbon fiber spoiler. I believe these are optional.
Safety features, including the Chevy seat posts that I mentioned earlier. You also get additional features like rear crash traffic.
Wide tires in their rear. I believe they're 305s or 315s.
There's even rear park assistance. So you have a lot of fun technology in and out of the vehicle for you to enjoy. If you want something a little bigger,
V8.
inside Blazer is an everyday showstopper.
I believe 5.0 or 4.6 liter. And gigantic front rotors, carbon fiber rims. Very aggressive front end, looks like it's going. Although I'm not a big fan of the headlights nor the tail lights since this generation came out back in 2019. But very impressive, highly engineered car. If anything, over-engineered. The engine of the Z06. And I believe it's a 4.6. It's 650 horsepower, from what I remember. No, I was wrong. It's actually a 5.5 liter dual injection, 670 horsepower. Just rather be honest about myself. I haven't been keeping up. It's definitely hard to keep up with this thing though, with all that power. People are in line to sit in this thing. I don't know if I want to wait for that. While we wait on the line, a few other things I know about this car. It can go from 0 to 60, I think 2.4 seconds or something like that. I think that comes with optional tires that can do that. And it does have a 5.5 liter, I was wrong about it. 670 horsepower V8, normally aspirated. And it does sound like a Ferrari. It is a flat plane V8, and yeah, so you can definitely, I've seen so many of these around where I live, and they gun it, and it sounds pretty exotic, like an exotic V8, like a 430 or a 458. It's just Ferrari stopped doing it, and then Chevy did it. All right, let's get inside. Again, it's sunk into the seat. You got the parking brake, reverse, neutral, drive. That's manual, I think. So I'm guessing it starts out on auto when you turn on the car. Sunk in quite a bit as I sat. It's like I literally fell into the car. Those seats really suck you down. But the thing is, they're meant to hold you in place. Because this thing goes around corners. It's built for that. It's RGs, and got great handling. I have to run around people to get these shots. Thankfully, I didn't come on the first day of the show. It would have been packed. Probably was. All right, moving on To the back. From what I remember reading, this is all electric. Could be wrong, but it does look absolutely insane. A show of what Corvettes will probably look like in 20 or 30 years. Absolutely stunning in person. It's got such a presence. Corvette CX. The American flag there on the roof, which is pretty cool. That's the racing version. My 50s and 60s are going to be pretty damn cool with these things on the road. And hopefully me owning one of these. Holy crap, just look at this thing. Video doesn't do it justice, and it is just so freaking amazing in person. Car is literally like a video game. Get you some interior shots there. Looks pretty barren, but it has to be. Really cool place to sit in. Okay, moving on. Bel Air, beautiful color. That's cool, right? ZXR, that's what this is. Alright, back to the Z06. I just saw some people knocking on the roof of this car, kids touching the spoiler and hitting it, and all of that stuff, and the parents not saying anything. It's just the entitlement is just absolutely ridiculous nowadays. I mean, we've always had people like that, but nowadays it's become more common. I believe this is the Grand Sport. Look at those tires in the back, probably 325s, 315s maybe. This is probably a little more powerful than the base model, or I could be wrong. That's how it was with the C7 generation. It is the Grand Sport indeed. Man, love those tires. Just amazing. Again, giant rotors in the front. What a toy. I believe that's the top speed of this thing. Carbon fiber rims. So this is the ZR1X. I think it's got over 1,200 horsepower. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. As you can see, rotors are gigantic, probably 15 or 16 inches. Carbon front splitter. This thing apparently goes from 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds. I think it's rear-wheel drive. I could be wrong. But if it is, absolutely maniacal for those tires to be able to do that. That's pretty cool. See some details on the carbon fiber wing. Just bumped my elbow there a little bit. But people are touching it. Can't get inside this one. just came out. I don't know if it's been released yet. Tires in the back, probably 315s, 325s, maybe 335s. Rear diffuser. The motor in the back. Over there you can see it under the glass. And here it is. That's the motor. So let's see how much power it has. 1,064 horsepower, 828 pound-feet of torque. LT7, 5.5 liter. I believe this thing is supercharged. Amazing, amazing. That much power coming out of this thing. It's incredible. I mean, there are tons more Chevys here.
Hello, New York. Welcome
do
to Chevrolet.
do a quick walkthrough.
Because
again, we gotta move on.
Or going around for an adventure, Chevy's got the right SUV for you. Starting with our most affordable option, our trucks, very efficient as well, up to 30 mpg.
Such a huge lineup. Silverado, it just doesn't end. Such a big lineup. And it keeps going. Chevy Equinox here. Okay. Zenvo, wow. What's these doing in the US? Did they get legalized or something? That is pretty damn amazing. It's quite a bit of a surprise. Lotus Emira over there. Koenigsegg. Just noticed it. The Regera, I think, and this, I don't know what this is. Carbon fiber. That gray, purple calipers. The interior that has some purple touches looks pretty damn cool. Nice color scheme. Temerario, my first time seeing one in person. Some details I haven't noticed on the videos I watched on this thing. The engine is sort of exposed. That's with all Lambos. It is a pretty big car. It's about 5 meters long. It's a hybrid twin turbo V8. From what I remember, around 1,000 horsepower or in the 900s maybe. And I need to catch up. But again, I'm just being honest about myself here. Hexagons everywhere.
Yeah, but then we probably have, that's not going to be for us.
Another Regera. For those who haven't seen this in person, they are pretty, well, a lot smaller in person than they appear on pictures and videos. Rolls Royce. And here's the thing. Let's get a quick back shot of that Zenvo. Beautiful. It's rear diffusers, got wing. This thing puts out downforce for sure, and I can only imagine how much power it has. I'm just gonna look it up later. Subaru. Just do a quick run through. I don't think I have a whole lot of time here. Quick run through. I'll take a picture. Pretty cool setup. That's the Subaru section. Kia lineup over here. Funny thing about Kia is that I didn't notice the brand change, the brand logo change till recently.
Flush door handles and even a panoramic moonroof that is the first time
You don't feel like you're right up against the ceiling.
On the interior, however, is based on CarPlay and Android Auto and many more features that, once again, you'll be able to have in the Seltos. Last but certainly not least, I love highlighting what's under the hood of these cars. This vehicle is going to offer you 3 different powertrains. A 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, a 1.6-liter turbocharged engine, and we're very excited to say that the Seltos is now going to have a hybrid option as well. All of those can be seen on the road driving here very shortly, so stay tuned at KiaMedia.com. And I also want to give you too, I've been getting a lot of questions about this. Yes, it will still say all-wheel drive, but you still have your front-wheel drive option.
We might just sit in one of these. I want to see. I find them to be pretty cool. Well, not this one. Can't sit in this one. Yeah, it's gonna take so long to get a seat in this one, so I'm just gonna skip out on it. Audi section. Those are Lincolns. BMWs here. This is a lot to shoot. It's getting a little overwhelming. There's just lots of plants in this show, all over. I don't think it was like that before. I don't remember, but I've been to the New York Auto Show so many times and never seen it like this, but it's pretty cool. I like it, some greenery. Like I said, Lincoln's over there. The Fiat's just skimming through this right now. It's just a lot to shoot. Mercedes. Because I can't be here for too long. That's your Mercedes section. S-Class. You got a GLS over there. I like those. I believe all the way in the back, the gray one, that's a GLA. Alfa Romeo. Chrysler section.
Before they begin, can we get a applause? Huge round of applause for the audience. Amazing. Wonderful. All right. Just a quick safety reminder. Let's
Here.
make sure all of our little guests in the front
Hyundai.
are behind the line, behind the black line on the carpet. For your safety and the robots, we want to make sure that all hands are kept off the glass, okay? Take your cameras out. Get the best seat in the house.
Rear
If you want
end.
to dance and sing with it, you're more than welcome to, and enjoy the show.
Pretty funny. Overall shape is pretty funny. Elantra. Elantra R, maybe? That's what it is. Never thought they'd make a racing version of the Elantra. Everything's been taken out. Color combo, this thing is pretty cool. This as well. Not gonna wait on the line for that.
One, two, three. That's the spot. Thank you guys. Thank everybody for checking out the spot. Over at Boston Dynamics and Hyundai. If you have any questions, please ask us.
Thought I can take a look at some of these interiors, but it's just so many people. I just don't feel like waiting.
For your chance to win 4 tickets to the People Grow Up match located in the NYC metro area. That's right, you can meet us on the left-hand side of our display where you see the FIFA game, and that's where you can find those kiosks for your chance to win.
40 years ago, Hyundai offers something big.
Such a big lineup there. This is such a big lineup.
It seemed crazy at first, but challenging what a car company could be.
Stand on top of each other.
Look, it just keeps going. Hyundais just keep going.
For jobs that re-energize and we're changing lives.
See?
By putting PDX
These companies nowadays just have massive lineups.
for a promise that seemed and confidence when Americans leave their homes. For a future that feels electric. For cars that
Santa Fe.
push the limit. Going where
And people are sitting in it. Someone just getting in this one right now.
going for the biggest moments.
Okay.
And for a whole new way.
This one has a bit of an off-road setup. This is a Tucson XRT. So that's an hour and a half we've been here so far. Genesis section. Is that like half scale? Looks pretty damn cool, this one. I think this might be one of the coolest wagons I've ever seen. It's very sleek. Don't know anything about it, but it does resemble a Mercedes E-Class wagon. Fins are pretty cool, I'd say. Moving on. Again, these companies are getting pretty big. Seeing a good lineup, a good sized lineup for Genesis. Toyota. Maybe we'll see the GR GT. Huge model lineup, but it is Toyota. Nice color. All right, Volkswagen. I don't think I saw a GR GT back there, the Toyotas. This is Volkswagen. Just going through it real quick. Subaru's over there, been there. Okay, that's your Volkswagen lineup. Jeep section. Lincoln.
Power sunroof, the stowing back vacuum system, the fan can.
New Charger. Seen a couple of these already. Probably sit in it. I'm not going to. 4-door Charger. That's the 2-door Charger. This reminds me of the game Destiny, if anybody played it.
Because this is the first off-road vehicle to debut for our relaunched SRT Performance Division.
Probably weighs somewhere around 5,500 pounds, from what I remember.
Performance amazing class. The heart of this piece is the legendary 6.2-liter supercharged heavy V8.
So because it's the Scat Pack, it's got exhausts.
It's here to say it's not going to use power here. 777 horsepower. 680
What's that?
pound-feet of torque, and with launch control mode engaged, the SRT TRX can go from 0 to 60 in just 3.5 seconds. That's a second quicker than the previous generation, and with a top speed of 118 miles per hour, the T-Rex is the fastest pickup in its class. But you know, this truck here isn't just about power and speed. Although it is pretty darn quick, it is an off-road beast. It is designed to cut up the roads. I mean, just look at those tires, 35 inches. Of course, we have an all-new satin titanium outer ring there. Real titanium, not fake, real titanium beadlocks. And if you take a deeper look inside the wheel well, you'll notice we have an all-new second generation E2 Bilstein Blackhawk performance shocks working in tandem with an all-new Ram Active Terrain Dynamics system. It senses what kind of terrain you're on, a flat surface, giving you the best stability, traction, engine stability. Of course, 14 inches of suspension travel, including an impressive 11.8 inch of ground clearance. Whether you're going to the mountain, sand dune, hill, it is an off-road beast. Interior-wise, we use nothing but the best products. Premium materials, carbon fiber, metal alloy, hand-wrapped suede, heated and ventilated front row seats, including a massage function. That comes in handy for those 6 to 8 hour cross-country trips. Lower back spasm, no more. And of course, in the rear, we have heated and ventilated rear seats with the reclining function. So this is great for the whole family.
Yeah, I didn't see this side of Toyota. New Camry. Some sort of a Camry hatchback, maybe? VZ Time Attack. EBS wheels. Pretty bare. Been murdered out. Someone just said this one is $73,000. Not a big fan of this car, so I definitely wouldn't go for it. interior. Another Camry. Okay. And back there is the section of Toyota we saw already. Volkswagens there, we've been here. .765 LT, 750 LT,
I'll be home on 7. I'll take care of myself. I don't care. As long as you're okay with it, I'm okay with it. I'm okay.
It's a whole basement section. R34. RX-7. Not a big fan of 240 SXs, but like this is pretty nicely set up. I like it. Sylvia. Nice looking G80. Tire sounds I was hearing, it turns out, are real life. I thought it was something off a screen or a game. Driving them hard. People are in line to get into these cars, which I am not going to do. Interesting. Sorry. Look at this. We all know what this is. Brings back memories. NSX. Not liking that front end. Sylvia. The actor that plays Han was actually here, and I think it was only for a day to promote his new film. He was giving out interviews, maybe signing autographs, but that's what I heard. Something like that. Just came in over here. I believe Liberty Walk. so much to cover. It just doesn't end. I am surprised. RX-7s. I believe we already saw these. Yeah, we saw this one too. These are giving me West Coast Customs vibes. Definitely takes me back to when I used to watch Pimp My Ride. Those were the good days. Those were some good days. Some funky stuff here. Hold on. Holy crap. Holy crap. Look at how long this thing is. This thing is freaking crazy. The dude just said somebody have fun. And I can see it's a nice way of putting it. This thing is absolutely crazy. It must be at least 27, 28 feet long. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, but what is this thing? Look. Look at the interior. Very bare. This thing's not built for a luxury cruise. Another R32. I mean R34. Why am I saying R32? The hell? R33. So you got that one right. R34. Not two, Omar. Something that looks like Liberty Walk. I believe it is. Another R34. This is endless. I believe that's where we came from. Interesting. This came out of nowhere. I like those lights. Shout out to my boys.
Es que ahora para los griegos
See, Crown Vic, long line of New York police cars. Pretty catchy, you know, nice display. Doesn't matter what anybody says about them. I've always had a good experience with the police. Without them, we wouldn't be able to step out of our houses. So, shout out to them. Shout out to NYPD. Interesting stuff down here. Not a fan. Just not a fan of this one right here. Just my honest opinion. No hate, but definitely not a fan of things like this. It is art though, I'm not gonna lie. It is art. That's how I feel about it. Funky. So 124 scale.
All these cars are way
I used to collect 124s when I was a teenager. This one looks pretty cool though. Kind of big for a 124. F1 cars there. Still stuff that we haven't seen yet. There's still stuff we haven't seen yet. NSXR, I believe. Supra over here. Funky looking thing. Another R34. NSX. And more. We're just not running out of content here.
Because I think people just
It literally looks incredible. Another Supra. I think this is made to be a show car. I wouldn't own this thing, but to be honest, it's pretty nice looking. Nicely done. There's another Corvette. I mean, just keeps going. I am surprised. That whole empty lot when I first walked in that I showed you, you know, left me with bad expectations, but there is so much here this time. Aventador. Okay, that was corny. .5 liter V12. I do have a 1/8 scale model of the base Aventador Roadster, which obviously is not this. You go over it, walk right by it. Awesome sight as always. seen a million of these already. Still striking to look at. Integra.
Step on up to the Subaru Spinwheel.
See if they have some cool stuff here.
Yeah, home minute, no closure.
More model cars. Oh, toy cars. Look, I used to have one of these when I was a teenager. 118 scale though. I had the 118. That's a 124 we just saw. 80 miles per hour RC street car. Whoa. Interesting. Where's the car?
New York City, baby.
All right, give you a shout out.
How we doing? Shout out powerhrg.com.
Cool, sounds
Look
good.
us up, our work shows.
The 4 or 5 views that I get, it might make a difference. You never know. Interesting. Solar power? Okay, we're going back down. That's an SF90. Wow. Unbelievable. That is a freaking SF90, man. Certainly a lot more was an SF90 Spider, and I believe I've seen that car one other time here in the city. Probably the same car. Anyways, it was a good show. I liked it. It was quite extensive, and I had a good time going around looking at things. So all I can say is thanks for watching.